made my account grow 36%.
Ooh, that's good.
So any questions on how I was able to make it grow?
Well, can you show me how to do it? Like, how do you do it? How you like?
Basically,
How do you make your choice?
so look, I started off in November of 2018, but I didn't have
for $5,000?
$5,000 in. I started with $50. With $50, I just started investing, and just like you guys, I started losing. That's the first thing. I started losing money. I was like, oh my god, I was losing 1 penny. I remember I was like, oh shit, this shit's hard. And then as 2 weeks went on, I think I put in like $500, and then I was losing 30. I was losing like 30 something dollars. Like right here, $37. But it says 4,000, but in reality, I only had $500 in November 30th. It wasn't until March 22nd. No, it wasn't until March 22nd when I put in the $5,000. I put in $5,000 because I made a profit of like $23 with the $500 I had, and I was like, in order for me to make a bigger investment and to make a higher return, think about it. If I had 500 and my profit was $30, if you had 10 times more, you'll have $300, no problem. So I was like, in order for me to make a little bit more, I need to put more money in. So I started thinking I guess like my own philosophy in like the market, like 10 times. I wanted to make 10 times more than what I had. So I had to put in 10 times more than what I had to make a 10 times bigger return. And when you're talking about 10 times, say for example, you guys started with 100, right? And you say your profit was a $30 profit. If you guys put in 10 times more, that's $1,000. And that means your return can be $300 with just $1,000. You just gotta do the same thing you guys did in the beginning and do the same thing with the amount of money that you guys have now. So that's basically what I did. And then as I gradually started investing, I got a $700 profit. I bought a stock called, I still have it on the side right here. It's called, where is it? Oh, right here. This was my biggest profit for the year. I made $747, and I remember that when I was trading in school, people were like, "Yo, you're dumb. You're gonna lose a lot of money." And then when I woke up one day and I realized that this stock made me $740. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna repeat the same thing. And then the stock dropped, and I'm losing 14. But the good thing is that I only bought 35 shares, and I'm only losing 14 right now. And the difference between losing and lost is a whole different thing. Why? Because you don't want to. The word loss, you lost, like you're done. When you're losing, for example, you're in a race, you're losing, but don't give up on the race. Finish the race, because you never know. You can get a big return if you finish. So you want to be in the process, not in the process of losing, but if you're in losing, don't go into the word loss, because like loss, then it's guaranteed, like your money's not coming back. Losing, you're currently losing, but you're gonna get gains. And I'm gonna explain it, why it's very important, and what the number one key to be successful in the stock market, at least for me. Okay, so then you guys see this dip, 422. You guys see this dip, 422? How do you guys think I felt? I had $5,747. How do you guys think I felt after that dip?
You cried.
Depressed. No, I was all the negative vibes like in my school, like because everybody saw what happened to Tesla, and everybody knew I owned Tesla. So I was helping some other people out. So when I had that dip, like I started thinking, like, yo, those people were right. Like I should have never invested in the stock market. Like I literally lost my own profit plus my own money. And I was like, shit, like, what do I, like, yo, those people are right. Like, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, etc.
Wasn't Tesla always like doing bad though?
Yeah, that was a time where Tesla was doing bad. But guess what? At this point, if I was smarter, that was the time I should have bought more Tesla.
Because it's occurred.
That's the time where you want to invest more. So say for example, you have a portion of a stock. Say for example, you have Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, and you own it, and you bought it probably like at a high price during that time. But if it drops and you're losing that amount, the number one thing you guys should do is buy that stock more, because then it evens out the average of your shares. Say for example, you had 10 shares of Apple and you bought it at 300. It drops to say like 200. You buy it, so it averages it out for 250. You bought 10 at 300. You bought 10 at 200. You get that average, 250, and you know it's gonna go above 250, so you're gonna make profit when it goes to 300 again. So it's guaranteed profit. That's what I should have done in Tesla. And this is what most people do when they get here. They get depressed and they're like, oh, I don't want to lose any more money, so I'm going to sell it. That's the worst thing you guys can do in the stock market. Get upset and sell it. Like I said, you don't want to hear the word lost. You want to hear losing, because you're losing, but you haven't lost yet. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, as I started going up, I went back up to, I was making my profit again. And that's all because of Tesla. Tesla went up. But I still wasn't making profit in Tesla at that time. The stock just went up. And then gradually going down, down, down. I even went back to where I was in March, until eventually that I sold Tesla. That's when Tesla hit like the 300 range. I bought it at like 260. I sold it at like 3 something, 310. I sold all my shares. And I should have kind of, like, I guess I was too excited. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sell it. Like, yes, the good thing is that I made profit, but maybe if I kind of stay with the basics were like, yo, be a little bit more patient, because you'll get a bigger return. For example, if you buy stocks like Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, those big companies, you know they're gonna be here, and they're gonna be here 10 years from now, because it's the future. Technology, electric cars, phones, that's all the future. So as I invested, I started realizing, like, okay, maybe these stocks, when they're going into they call two things. They have the bull market. You guys ever heard of the bull or the bear market? The bull market is when the market's going up. So if you guys noticed, like 2 weeks ago, since like almost like for like 3 months, we have been in a bull market. All the stocks were going up, and right now we're experiencing a bear market because all the stocks are falling down. So we're gonna be in a bear market for like a couple of weeks. It could be months. It all depends. So this is probably the best time for you guys to get a lot of stocks on your watch list and just wait for something good, like FedEx. If you guys, I don't know how much money you guys have, but FedEx right now, it's a guaranteed buy. I'm not even lying to you guys. It's literally a guaranteed buy. So let's go to the chart. As I transgress, I kind of stayed the same, just making like $60, and then we're here. I won another 600. This was from FedEx. As I told you, I started getting into the trade options. I did that experimental learning thing. Well, I was already in the process. So I was like, I might as well just make it my project and then learn more about trade options. But I'm not gonna go into trade options because it's too complicated. So I'm just gonna go into like the basics, like just buying and selling, and what to buy, what not to buy, and maybe just help you guys a little bit on how to interpret the charts. So you guys can tell me like what kind of, I just gave you a brief summary like about my story in the stock market. But if you guys have any questions, if not, then we'll continue. Any questions?